All right, so Saturday night was a monumental day for the UFC and boxing. You got Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz going toe to toe as the UFC 244 pay-per-view main event on ESPN Plus for the BMF belt, specifically designed to determine who the baddest motherfucker in the game was. And boxing's biggest star, Canelo Alvarez, climbing up not one but two weight divisions to take on Sergey Kovalev for a light heavyweight title fight streaming on DAZN. Big fight night, but long story short, two stoppages, one of them with Diaz uneventfully losing when the doctor stopped the fight because of a minor cut over his eye, and then Kovalev losing his belt after Canelo came on late with some well-timed 11th round knockout blows. But there were more than just two winners and losers here, and allow me to explain. First winner, the crossover fans. Crossover fans like myself who got to watch both fights in one night were big winners. Diaz, Masvidal, uneventful at the end, but the fight itself had some cool moments. And then, yeah, Kovalev, older and just fought in August, but this guy Canelo, man, goes up two divisions to add another belt to his legacy. And it wasn't with a one-sided body shot knockout victory like a lot of people were predicting. This was a close fight that ended up with Canelo timing out some really effective punches upstairs to secure a win in a fight that actually had some respectable scorecards from all three judges through 10 rounds at the end. So kudos to the judges for getting that right, and kudos to Canelo for ending the fight the right way. Loser, boxing-only fans, especially on the East Coast. And some research indicates that the amount of crossover fans between boxing and the MMA isn't all that large to begin with, but DAZN didn't really seem to care. They want growth and new subscribers, and they'll take it any way they can get. And in delaying the Canelo fight, they might have actually angered more East Coast boxing fans and other subscribers who had held these fight parties that really had no interest in waiting for an MMA event to finish. Who could blame them on the East Coast for falling asleep before an event that didn't begin until 1:18 a.m. anyway? I couldn't. But the winner, Dana White and ESPN Plus. Dana can't be happy with the way the fight ended, but he's got to be happy with the fact that he literally forced the highest paid athlete in combat sports to kick his feet up on the couch and wait while two veteran mixed martial artists with 10 plus losses each fought each other for a one-off belt that was literally made up for one time. This is a big win for ESPN Plus, which is home to so much other good content now in addition to the UFC. And a big loss for Oscar De La Hoya and DAZN. Oscar's relationship with his biggest star already fading. We know this, it's been chronicled. And no matter how big Canelo is, we just have to face the facts. Canelo fights on DAZN, which at this point is still a lesser known app with a niche subscriber base. And it wasn't a smart business at all to put Canelo's fight on the same day as a UFC pay-per-view card featuring a household name like Nate Diaz, who himself actually pulls a lot of casual crossover fans with his fan-friendly style. So DAZN's decision to delay the main event, it really shows you that they ultimately caved from pressure from the UFC. And that's what that is. But another winner in this, the Ryan Garcia hype train. For the past few months, Ryan Garcia has been dealing with baby mama drama, promoter drama, and talk of him just being a hype job, ducking Romero Duno. But all that ended on Saturday. The kid is proving to be more than just an Instagram influencer with 3 million followers. His first round knockout was a statement that showed the kid is truly in the beginning of becoming a star in the sport. He's only 21, so he needs some more fights before he's considered for a world title against maybe Haney or one of these other guys in his class, but the work with Eddie Reynoso truly starting to pay off. And now a loser, casual UFC followers in the Nate Diaz army. UFC 244 was huge because of the Nate Diaz army, which has its hardcore fans, the 209 Stockton people, but also includes plenty of casual MMA fans who really only know Diaz best for his bloody battles with Conor McGregor. And when Stockton's badass vegan stoner is in an octagon with Miami Street Jesus, it's really upsetting for the fans to see a normal sized cut stop a fight that's supposed to crown the baddest motherfucker on the planet. The ending really hurt interest from casual UFC fans, in my opinion, because the rematch has its question marks now. Even though Masvidal was in control, it makes sense why Diaz wants the immediate rematch, because he felt like the ending was suspicious. But Dana White already said he's not interested, and I can't blame him. It makes sense why he doesn't want that. Masvidal, he looks more the part of a contender. And while Diaz is a beast with an iron chin, some great stamina, he just didn't look like a contender that night. and the results showed for themselves.